Hey guys, this is another run on DFFOO Global Professional Sprite, which is Reno's Intersecting Wheels, and this is the classic Machina and Kam'lanaut combo run. I decided to change things up a little bit by replacing Penelo with Sherlotta as the force gauge charger, but honestly speaking it doesn't really make a difference. You can use either one as your force gauge charger. The only requirement at the start is that you reset until Machina X first. The other two party members doesn't really matter. So at the start of Machina's turn, you can turn manipulate both party members by using Raines base and LD call, and what you want to do is turn manipulate so that Sherlotta gets second turn and Kam'lanaut gets third turn. Using both, the Raines call also nicely helps you to charge the summon meter, which is quite critical because I'll be entering summon mode to keep the turn count low. In case you're wondering why I did not use Machina's LD, the goal is to actually have as low turn count as possible, and this run is a 2-turn run in total, which is the bare minimum for Machina because you need 1 turn to activate his BT plus and you need 1 more turn for his BT mode. During your force gauge charger's turn, so in this case Sherlotta, all you need to do is just spam the instant skill, in this case is her S1, and making sure to use the Seymour LD call when the enemies recover their brave so that you can get a break, and this helps you charge your summon meter. If you don't have Seymour LD call, that's really optional. You can actually use any other LD call that lands some nice debuffs. The priority are debuffs that boost HP damage done. One good example is Laguna's LD call. At 100% force gauge and summon meter, you can swap your force gauge charger out and bring the Garnet friend in and immediately go for BT plus. You don't need a 5-turn Garnet friend. I actually couldn't find one, so I made do with a 3-turn Garnet friend, which is also good enough. This is the point where I need to pop summon to retain the turn count at 1. You need to use the Ramo summon here because Ramo summon will inflict a 1-turn frame paralysis on the enemies, and this helps to fulfill Kam'lanaut's FR conditional. On Kam'lanaut's turn, what I had him do is use both the Kurasame call. The idea here is that you want to position Machina so that he gets final turn inside summon, and if you've been following the turn order here, you should actually get this turn order pretty much every single time quite consistently. Once that's done, you can then go into FR mode with Kam'lanaut. And finally, to round off summon mode, I had Machina use his LD, which also nicely does a launch and at least gives himself a plus 80% before going into BT mode. Machina's BT mode is pretty straightforward. What I'm doing is using his HP burst attack every single turn, except the final turn in his BT mode, where instead I'll actually be using EX. EX is preferred there over his HP burst because his EX actually does better split AoE damage, whereas his HP burst is more focused on single target. By splitting the damage near the end, you at least allow yourself to evenly kill off both bosses at the same time and not waste any HP damage. Ideally also, I would have wanted to start his BT mode with 7 turns of force time remaining, but because Raines LD Call Aura will expire if it takes another move, so I had to actually start with 8 turns to boot. In terms of equipment here, my Machina has a 5/5 ultimate weapon, so does my Kam'lanaut, but in reality Kam'lanaut's ultimate weapon doesn't really matter because he really doesn't do much damage throughout the fight. The ultimate weapon is of course more important on your main damage dealer, in this case Machina. If you find yourself a little bit short on damage because you really have to kill off the bosses in the BT mode, what you can do is actually let Kam'lanaut have one turn at the start before Machina, where you can use Kam'lanaut's BT plus, so this helps increase your HP damage ceiling a little bit further. Take note though that you must kill the bosses within the BT mode, because if they survive the BT mode, they will trigger all 3 carpet bomb triggers at once because you've passed through 3 of their HP thresholds, in which case your entire party will be taking HP damage and you likely not need the HP mission requirement. So anyway, that's it for this run. As always, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, it really helps a lot. And then I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!